Welcome back to another video, and today I'm honestly super excited to announce that Turtle Troop has officially signed Stellar and Corey to their roster, which they will now be the fourth team in Challengers NA, which is very exciting. Stellar's going to IGL for this team. Corey will probably pick up a Raze Sova type hybrid role on this team to also support B-Dog, as B-Dog will be probably playing the Jet and maybe even doing some of the Demon 1 flexing over to Smokes and all that. I'm really excited for this roster. B-Dog, of course, is a phenomenal player, a phenomenal opper, and you can always work around that. Weeded, of course, is a Star Smokes player. He used to play Sentinel, but he's really, like, last year in Tier 2, we really saw a lot of impact from him on that Smokes role, so I think that suits him a lot better. My only question is Adder, who is a phenomenal Sentinel player. Him and Stellar will have to swap up roles and see what works, as I imagine he'll be flexing over to the Flash Initiator player, as if we go to all of his stats, he's played a fair bit of Skye and a fair bit of KO besides his Sentinel roles. So I think he'll swap over to that Flash Initiator, and then we'll see Stellar stick on the Sentinel and IGLing, which will suit him best. Overall, I'm really excited for this roster. They did great things in Tier 2 last year. No one expected anything from them, orgless, for the entire year, and they still performed. They still picked up great wins over rosters such as Oxygen Esports, TSM, Disguise. Like, you see all these games in here, G2, Moist Moguls. It just really shows what a team, like, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be signed to an org, and that's what I love, is that hopefully we see a lot of good challengers teams coming out that aren't signed to org necessarily. As you know, it's awesome to see players signed to orgs, but it would be even more awesome to see that the Tier 2 scene is still thriving and still competitive, even with a lot of teams that are unsigned. Because it's hard. A lot of these players, they have to focus on their own lives. They have to focus on paying the bills, and it can be hard to support both endeavors. But I'm hopeful that we can see a Tier 2 scene that, you know, consists of, obviously it'd be best to have a lot of signed players, but that's not really realistic. So hopefully we see a Tier 2 scene that is very healthy and very competitive, despite, you know, the lack of signed orgs, because there's going to be a lot of them potentially, because I believe there's not a lot of orgs competing in the open qualifiers, and even the orgs that are, like Shopify Rebellion, their Game Changers team is probably competing. There's going to have to be some, like, shuffle up, because if they make it into the challenger scene, they're also a Game Changers team, and they're also their org is part of Moist X Shopify Rebellion. So there are going to have to be some shuffles there. They might not be able to compete under that name. So yeah, hopefully this is a great thing to see. Great names on this team. Stellar, Corey, fantastic players. I'm really excited to watch this squad, and really happy that we're starting to see, you know, some of these unsigned players in NA get signed, because there's so many people, so many free agents, Shazam, Baby Bay, Poise, to name a few, who have been at the Tier 1 level, almost made it to internationals events, in Shazam's case winning an international event, that are still unsigned. And that is just frustrating to see that a lot of these teams and a lot of these players just can't make it work. But anyways, if you like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I like doing these little news updates. That kind of suits me better. And yeah, thanks for watching.